Hello everybody, I am back with some food because I was forgetting to have supper here. Okay, let's do a poll. There we go. The poll is ready. Let's travel here. Well, I eat. Sorry. I can always move out of the way, but
All this standing around is making me so sleepy.
Just then, the rain stopped. Or should it keep raining?
La da 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 da.
Enjoy the Traveler Festival! Trial and treat! Just then, the rain stopped. Or should it keep raining?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Enjoy the Botanalia Festival! Trial and treat! Trial and treat!
La da 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 da.
Enjoy the Botanalia Festival! Should it keep raining? Trial and treat! Trial and treat!
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Enjoy the Botanalia Festival! Trial and treat! Just then, the rain stopped. Should it keep raining?
Everyone is working super hard. We should be too.
so everybody is working super hard.
La da 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 da.
A lot of people here.
Stopped. Or should it keep raining?
I don't remember it being this busy last time I was around here.
Botanalia Festival! Trial or treat!
Are you tired? Try my new spicy energy drink. I'm sure it'll wake you up.
Trial or treat! Just then, the rain stopped. Or should it keep raining? Trial or treat! Enjoy the Botanalia Festival!
La da 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 da.
100% for Navia. Who selected Navia? Who's there? Who's listening to this stream? Ho ho ho.
Trial or treat? Just then, the rain
I
stopped.
wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Enjoyed the Fontanalia Festival.
Okay. I have a secret admirer. Secret admirer, not my error.
La da 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 da.
Enjoyed the Fontanalia Festival.
Oh, time for story hour, people. Oh, let's see here what the story is about.
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How can you only be telling me this now?
Is that Xavier? Yes. Again, another story with him. He pops him in a lot of stories.
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
But what about my film?
Your film?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now. Xavier!
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear Traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time. Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now. The investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
Strange kind of contract, but
The Fontanalia Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontanalia Film Festival? Then allow me to fill you in. The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Arconageria. The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the Lantern Rite in Lille.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival? And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year. To commemorate the Loch Knights, people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little drab, and so decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
Really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids. Every year you can hear a bunch of them saying, "Trial or treat."
It's like trick or treat? Is this like Halloween festival? But why is it coming out during the holidays?
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that connect back to the film festival you mentioned?
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got too excited after seeing you. Let me get back to the point.
Yes, please get back to the point.
The Fontanalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
The what award?
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name.
Okay, so how is the Archon Farina no longer in charge? I haven't started my Archon quest yet, so pardon me, yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Alright, guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Just doing my little things there. Okay.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Oh, Paimon remembers now! Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too!
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
Ta-da!
Okay, so this is a kind of a game like we've seen before, I'm guessing. Slimes. Okay, well this might be a little bit hard. Maybe not. Oh, well, I already did this. Can I select the second stage? Unlocks in 6 hours. Okay.
Let the show be.
Petit Lumière. Little light. Does that mean he's not that smart? Okay, let's select the scene. What do I have to go and do here? Okay, is this where I need to, like, take a picture of something? Okay, it's a viewpoint. Hey, I got a little fishy thingy with me here. And into the frame, film several shots recording to the dirt. Oh, okay, let me see here. Camera position, so the environment where is lost in. Okay. Film how the actress looks as she swims. Okay. Highlight bewildered expression of the actress. And camera position. Okay. Start shooting. Why only 2 stars? How do I just get 2 stars? Okay. There we go. Okay, got it. Not necessarily easy, folks. Not necessarily easies. Mellies. She yawning. Am I boring her? She's bored. By me. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? Okay. Ooh, I need to fight here. Trial characters. I guess that Barbara is stronger than my Barbara.
Take flight! I'll protect us!
By royal decree!
See? It's over! Whirling snow! Kami-santo art! Sometsu!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Higher, higher, pants on fire! Cross over! Go! See?
My apologies. Embrace the ice.
No! Ready, steady, go!
Oz, reveal thyself.
Time to go!
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Take flight! Let's dance! La, 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 la.
By royal decree.
See? Cross over!
What? I almost did 2,000 points, but okay, whatever. I mean, I can't do better than what I did there, really. Okay, which one's the next one? Wasn't there another one I needed to do? Did that one. I need to do this one now. Wait a minute, where is this gonna take me? Oh, okay. Far, but not too far. Okay. Really? I have... No, this is where I need to go, right? I am not sure where I need to go. I have no idea what I'm doing here, and I'm playing with other people. Oh man, they are not gonna like me. Your target is the green zone. Okay.
More speed. More speed. More speed.
I am really not liking this. What is this crap? Alright, well, did it. What did I get for doing it? Alright. Yeah, I kind of already done that one. What does this one want? That's a world quest. Okay, let's go here then. I'm confused. I'm very lost here. I don't want to pick up... Ooh, somebody else voted. Who just voted? Someone else. Who do you want? Would you like to have? What's this dude? I'm afraid I don't want to pick his quest though. So let me know who you would like to wish for. Oops. I gotta go and check up on my cats because somebody dropped something. What's this message I got? Okay. Okay. And yet somebody does not want to tell me who they are voting for. Oh, okay. So I have to go back up one level. If not two. Okay.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The aqua bus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Why does Paimon have a name and I still am called the Traveler?
Pleased to meet you.
She doesn't really seem happy to see us at all.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriyabu speak is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Hey, hello, Arts by Natalia. Ayo, I am not doing good, not good at all. And no, please don't try to sell me any artwork, please. But happy holidays either way. The way Navia's wardrobe comes together is really exceptional.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
We got the no monies to make the movie.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
So, no, I'm not gonna get into it. Just gonna have a very, very bad next couple of weeks. So, yeah.
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
It's a good thing they're not there for Mora. I am, though. I need the Moras.
Really? Then where do you live?
We Malazines live in Marcy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
We are so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived, but I haven't even finished chatting with Abel yet.
I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more. Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on the Sakura bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the Court of Fontaine.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
Ho ho ho.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead role.
I had been thinking about a surprise.
Oh, so you all know it? Why don't we go to
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Some of these I've never met before.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight.
And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec! Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
I should have probably used the elevator. But it is nice here in Fountain, honestly. Is this a domain? Are we gonna get to fight stuff? Probably not.
So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Ah, yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
What? Really? I tend to disagree with that, but okay.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we? How have preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew, a lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Well, months is not that bad. Here in Canada, it would take years.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
Well, that's a mighty generous offer, but guess what? I'm expecting him to say no.
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation.
Hello, Alexia. Are you watching the stream? Another one for Navia. Okay. And how are you two boys?
This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right. I'll do as you say. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if it means selling my house, my camera, and every single family heirloom.
Pops, who has joined my world? Sino. I'm in story mode. I can't accept anybody to join me. Hello, Pops. But you can always say hi in the chat.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
I haven't had a good story in the past week. I've been wanting to do some stories, and I just keep getting so busy just farming everything. And I actually started out today wanting to farm, but nobody was on. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy it. I had a very stressful day, so I'm just going to enjoy a good story.
Me too! Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Ew. Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen.
Yes, let's make it happen, people.
So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics.
Well, she's going to take care of logistics. I don't know what a clapper is. Oh! Is the clapper the person that goes, cut? Or on this way, cut? And he claps the board? Is that a clapper? Or am I just wishful thinking here?
I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Oh boy, I definitely don't want to be the director nor the director's assistant. Because I would change it to, like, you know, sci-fi fantasy, where, you know, you have like this Stargate and you go through it, and then it's the land of Dungeons and Dragons, and everybody's like shooting the dragons with lasers, and then you have these people like, beam me up, Scotty. But also you can have like lightsabers to fight the dragons. Does that makes sense or not. I mean, they don't have to be dragons. They could be, you know, goblins, but dragons is more cool. Imagines if the dragons were made out of smoke. So even a lightsaber or lasers couldn't even affect them. They would just go through the smoke. Then you have to, like, I don't know. Shields up, Captain?
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
Yeah, that's what was my question. What's a clapper loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapperboard to record and organize the information of each shot. When the camera operator begins shooting, the work requires both patience and careful attention to detail.
So that's what I was saying. The clapperboard. So obviously Paimon's gonna take care of that because she floats just at the right height of the cameras.
A clapperboard? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what it is. Ooh, another vote for Navia. Well, thank you, viewers. Obviously, people are gonna want me to do a poll at some point after this story.
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that job?
Oh boy, I knew Paimon would gonna go for that job. Oh man, oh man. Okay, well, I found a job for Paimon. She doesn't need to follow me no more. Yay! That was my best Christmas gift ever. No more Paimon. She's gone off to become a celebrity clapper.
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that!
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
Oh man, oh man. Okay.
Oh, he's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Well, it's just because the viewpoints are like camera thingies, I guess? I'm not sure. Ho ho ho, Green Giant.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
Really? Like he told me to photograph some items on the floor, and that's all I did?
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's journey across Devat and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
I am not Charlotte. Charlotte is so much better at taking pictures with a camera.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job?
No! Oh man, where is the no option?
Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
I am so doomed.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Yeah, I was hoping to, like, not be part of it.
Oh, me! I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
Yes, with fireworks and stuff.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films these days. I'm not sure who will have time to help.
Well, who did you have in mind to hire on when you thought that you had the money to do it, buddy? Otherwise, you'll have to do it.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to do right now.
Why? Because she no longer is the Archon, which I did not do that quest yet.
Farina?
For real?
Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything!
He just wants to be the producer. Is that it?
Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
Yeah, except I haven't done the Archon quest yet, so I don't really know Farina, because I did not pull for her. I should have. I should have at least tried it. I didn't know that those things gave primos. Kind of regret not doing it. But now that I know, I will be trying out the characters for free primos.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
Give something from the heart, buddy.
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydro Archon. I wonder what she would like.
Fish? I don't know.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
No, she probably... If she has already one, then yeah, that's... I know that some girls like jewelry, but that was like 50 years ago. Girls want like iPhones now, I think. I don't know, folks, viewers. What do girls like to, other than somebody just, you know, being interested in them for who they are? I'm confused. I'm confused. Everything seems just over the top nowadays. I have no idea. This is something that I don't know. I mean, even when I was young, giving them flowers, which seemed very romantic and stuff, was seemed like old. And I'm old, so you no longer give flowers to a girl, or maybe a box of chocolates. What do you think? Would girls go for a box of chocolates? I mean, you know, I'm simple. I like my jelly beans. I don't know if you can see the jelly beans, but I like jelly beans. I'm not into chocolates much. Or licorice. That kind of thing.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontanelli mousse?
Ooh, I do have like a chocolate mousse birthday cake for my birthday that's on Christmas.
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the the Fontanalia Festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets.
Well, guess what? She probably has a sweet tooth.
To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
That's what I just said. Why did they do that to me?
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
True.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontanalia mousse.
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontanalia mousse?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
But what could that be?
Your words of praise.
Ooh, recipe. Does that mean I have to go and cook it now? No, that's not what I wanted to do. If I got a recipe, I guess I have to kind of use it, right? And I guess I have to go and cook it now, too. Strangely enough, everywhere we go, there's like 1,000 places to cook. But since I haven't traveled much in Fontaine, I'm a little bit confused here as to where I'm supposed to go to cook. Apparently there's a place right here next to me where I can cook. Oh. In here? Is there a place to cook in here? Because that seems to be like a wok. Or a pot with a cover. Well, there has to be a place in here I can cook, right? No, do not want... Oh. I don't want to talk to him. Oh, here we go.
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
Really? What's up with these dogs? Okay, maybe at the restaurant there'll be... Oh, I might actually have to come back here and get the ingredients, right? Is there a cooking pot down here? Is this a cooking pot? Yes! Wow! Okay, where's the moose thingy? Oh, I do have ingredients for it. Okay, so let's cook one, I guess. I made a perfect one! Yay! Okay. Now where do I need to go?
No more free coffee for me.
We're here! This is where Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
He is so nervous.
Coming. Seriously, who's knocking before afternoon tea?
Who are you?
Okay.
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Well, if he's a director, not a producer, then why doesn't he direct his movie?
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you?
Nope.
And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello.
She's over the top, I admit it.
So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
Yeah.
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope you like it.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my favorites!
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Nope. Well, Paimon is. I'm just, here for my looks, apparently.
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and he's the camera operator.
Oh yeah, I do have a real job to do on this thing.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it? No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
I agree, I am not Charlotte.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself. If he can satisfy you with his camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team. What do you say?
What do you say?
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really is with a camera.
No, you don't. You really don't.
All right, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my standards. Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Okay, so we did something similar earlier. So, okay.
Oh, it appears that you have more skill than I thought.
Really?
All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
What are you talking about?
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. Unfortunately, the scripts were all pretty boring and didn't pique my interest. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
What's up with her eyelashes? That is so weird.
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Well, what about the pay?
Chocolate mousse for life.
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director. The pay is also an important factor for me to consider, you know.
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervylet were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something I'd like to ask. Exactly what film are you planning to make?
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story. The lack of budget is due to another issue.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
So, are you a big fan of this story, Farina?
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work. When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note. I have high standards, you know. Ahem, Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
Oh boy, we are getting into some dangerous territory here.
Oh, as much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt the tastes of Fontaine's greatest star.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit.
Absolutely, no problem.
All right. It seems that your crew really can't go on without my care and direction.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread, you wouldn't just let it sit on the counter and get moldy just because you lack an oven, right?
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am I?
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. And it's still a little early to celebrate. There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer. Ideally, a professional who has actual experience with muskets.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Lorand. But it's already been some time since I last talked to her. Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters in the story.
But it's still gonna be Navia because, you know, it's kind of her month.
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with Muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
They would be under Nervilette's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I don't have any connection with them at all. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervilette.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevres.
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiori, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions. In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly. So, we've gotten to know each other over time.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation? Your work is
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain to be our musket action choreographer?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
Okay.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties. Do you think she'd really have time to help with shooting a film? And then there's the issue of pay.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go. You can just tell me how
Macaroni.
things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
No problem.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad I agreed to help. I can guarantee that even the standing tickets will be sold out. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevres is today.
By the way, I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our two lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What? So is every person in Tevat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film? Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good exposure.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier. And that certainly doesn't include me, mind you.
The gods. So why is she no longer...
Besides the macaroni, I should also pick up some tomato sauce.
That sounds Italian. I don't even know where I'm going.
All right, this is the place.
But where's the captain? There's hardly anyone around here.
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, her! Paimon could tell there was something different about her. She seems kinda intimidating.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's see what happens then.
Kaboom!
Shiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful people.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here. Even more so in the competitive world of fashion. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges, so I can only imagine what Shiori has been through to get where she is today. I'm sure that having more connections has definitely worked in her favor.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
I am looking for her vision. Is she a character or a character to be?
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
Forbidden knowledge.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
I'm still not seeing her vision, but her character is dressed as if she's a new character.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know?
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevraz, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once.
She is so not like Amber. Knights of Fevronius.
And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Contraband? Ooh.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Shiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with them, right? Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating on the market.
Okay, well, don't tell me too much because I haven't done the Archon quest yet.
Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler and Xavier.
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevreuse. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevreuse's line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
But you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Movies!
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the actor's posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Huh? Just like that?
Really? You're willing to help us with our humble film project?
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for the moment.
Strange.
Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming tomorrow!
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to spend our first day fishing our producer out of the fountain. Yep, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrows. What does she want to talk to me about? And where is she?
So what did you want to tell us, Chevreuse?
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the Baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the Baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge their mother. Many years later, members of the Baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best. The Baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the Baron. Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep, the Baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
Yeah, except that's called revenge and it's illegal.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevreuse?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar situations before. There's been a recent murder case involving Muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
Huh. Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon.
So the plot thickens.
However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail. Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. You could say I'm taking part in the investigation out of personal interest. I don't want people to see Muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. It's a request, nothing more. If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired too. We've really been hustling all day.
Yeah, you said so. Okay.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision.
Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this story. I think I'm gonna continue this tomorrow's.
Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
Yay! Yep, so I have to come back the next day. But tomorrow when I log in, I'll do my daily commissions back in Mondstadt. Do my little routine. Let's make some condensed resin. Can I make? How many can I make? I think I made 2 today. Oh, I actually have 3. Okay. And I have enough to make another one. Okay, so let's make a condense, yes. What does this do? Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to look. I wanted to... A lot of 1 stars. Some 2 stars. Not many 3 stars, but still. A few. But again, missing certain things here. Oh, this is new too. So all I'm missing is a cup. A Berserker cup. Okay. Well, hopefully we can find some stuff. I do want to keep a set of everything. I mean, you know, crits. If anybody needs crit at lower level characters, Defender's Wheel, Resolution of Sojourner, Traveling Doctors, Lucky Dog, Adventurer, this would be Resolution of Sojourner, Defender's Will, Instructor. Well, I don't have much of Instructor anymore, do I? Crit rate and crit damage, that's, you know. It's not 4 stars, it's not 5 stars, but... Exile. Adventurers, Traveling Doctors. So hopefully I can just Gambler. So I don't have much of the Gambler, but... Wanderer's Troop. What? Where did all my Wanderer's Troop go? Okay, I know where they went. They went bye-bye. Okay, well, happy holidays, everybody, and good evenings. I'm gonna be hopefully busy tomorrow, but let me know. Give me a holler, and we'll see what we can do. Nighty night, folks.